All right. Cool. Oh, we've got a lot of people waiting in chat right now. Hello, everyone. Who is in here right now? There's George Washington, Dr. Pepsi, Rosa Duban. I hope I pronounced that right. Aaron, as usual. Rowan. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream today. Like it says up on the screen right now, we are going to be drawing all things anime. Oh, sorry, my definitely not music is a little loud. But hello, welcome in to everyone who has popped in today. We were going to be drawing some anime characters. Starting with who won the poll, which was Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen. So that's who we will be beginning with. But before we get into any of that, let's start with our little plug. So, if you didn't know, we are not just a YouTube channel, we're an online art school. Usually we have weekly live classes that are limited to 10 students for the best learning experience. And these classes, you get to sit on these live streams, do whatever you want. But with these live classes, you get feedback, you get personal critiques on all of your submitted artwork, and all of our amazing teachers, including me, will help keep you accountable and cheer you on. But not only do we have classes and a studio, right? We also have a Patreon. So if you would like to become a Wing Canvas a Patreon, you can support all of us on the channel for just as low as $2 a month, right? Our mission is to make art education easily accessible to everyone. So with this small amount of money, you can make it possible for more people to get good art education. You'll get access to behind the scenes posts and my layered working files and all that fun jazz. So if you'd like to check those out, feel free to. And you'll get member discounts on our virtual classes as well. So be sure to check all of those out before they are gone. And we also have a bunch of socials. So if you'd like to check out all the things that we offer, right? So our Discord, you can share your artwork and chat with other art nerds. Check out the promotions that we have available, right? Because we do have a giveaway coming up. So if you'd like to see that and get first notifications for that, make sure you join the Discord so you'll get it before everyone else on the YouTube channel. Instagram, you're going to be able to see all of our posts that happen right after the stream, and also, from different things that are happening within the studio. And our Facebook is what we use to share educational content and support teachers. So if you're an instructor, be sure to check us out on Facebook as well. All right. Different plugs than what y'all are used to. Excellent. Oh, there's even more people in. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Hello, Faye. Hello, and Basil. Hello, Kiranoto Beak. Hello to everyone. Welcome in. Like it said on the stream description, this is going to be a request stream. So if you have any requests for things you'd like me to draw in terms of anime characters, feel free to do so. Right, but we are going to be starting with Yuji. I'm going to see how far I can get with each character. These are just like me doing redraws, not necessarily like designing people, so hopefully I won't take as long. But we'll see. I'd like to say that your how to use MediBang video is super helpful, so thank you. Excellent, I'm glad that you liked it. We have a more recent one that's like even more step-by-step by lovely Felicia, so if you'd like to check those out, that's available now too. Goji Satoru, Rody from Carole and Tuesday. Alright, hang on, there's all these requests now. I'm gonna have to start writing them down. We'll see how many I can get through though. Oop, that pen just broke. That's sick. Okay. Please keep the animes PG as well. We gotta make sure that they are clean, because I can't draw anything that is not clean. Clean enough. Right? So Rody. Carole and Tuesday. I think I heard about that one. Gojo. Oof, close enough. Goku is a given? Okay, I suppose I will have to draw Goku. Gojo Satoru, who I know is from Jujutsu Kaisen. Goku. Who's Rengoku from? I believe that's Demon Slayer. I probably just look it up. And then Ryuk from Death Note. Ninomiya from Black Dungeon. Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. Okay, for 100% I won't be able to get all of these done. So I'll see what I can do. I'll scroll back up if I have the ability to go into any of these. Okay, it is Demon Slayer. Alright, cool. No. And Zenitsu, who I also know is from Demon Slayer. Team Gohan. Okay. So far, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I have written down. I believe that's about as max as I can do if I go at absolute max speed. So thank you for all the requests, but I can only do so much in 2 hours. There's so many of these characters I don't recognize. So what I have written down so far, I don't know how many I'll be able to do, but I have Rody from Carole and Tuesday, Gojo from JJK, I have Goku, I have Rengoku, I have Ryuk, I have Ninomiya from Black Dungeon. I have no clue what that is, but certain that it's amazing. I have Zenitsu, and I have Team Gohan. So that's who I have, right? That's probably pushing it, but I'll see what I can do. So that's about as much as I could probably do for a single stream. But we are starting off with Yuji. I want to see if I can get to rough lines, but we'll have to... I may not be able to do color. I have all my references off to the side as well. Pickle from DBZ. Isn't that a Piccolo? I have not watched Dragon Ball. You got this, thank you. Yeah, who do I recognize from here? Who recognized Blue Exorcist? Who said Blue Exorcist? Yeah, Ashlinks. I was like, I recognize Blue Exorcist. That I know. I watched Blue Exorcist a lot when I was a kid, and then I read the entire manga, all that was out at that time, which was up to chapter 163. But yeah, I actually don't watch that much anime anymore. That's all good, though. Anime has a lot of great inspiration. A lot of my students really love anime. Yuji is a fairly easy character to start off with, so that's like... that's not too bad. I'm probably gonna stick with his casual outfit, because I kind of like the yellow hoodie. 30 viewers, let's go! Everybody loves anime, that's just like the main thing. You say that we're drawing anime, there's bound to be more people in here. I'm actually surprised there weren't more My Hero requests. I saw a couple people request, like maybe one person from My Hero, but I didn't actually see many in there. Fascinating, fascinating. Carole and Tuesday is a very underrated anime I recommend. Yeah, I heard about it. I saw some key animations on Twitter a while back. I remember JJK started picking up traction while I was in my Hunter x Hunter phase. So a lot of the excitement over JJK kind of got funneled out for me, but I've seen the key animation. Again, really, really good. Really interesting. Anime was kind of the reason I started drawing, lol. I've come a long way. I started drawing because of video games. I'm much more of a video game person than I am an anime person. I think I've said that on stream before. But for me, it was video games, and then as I got older, it became anime, and that's kind of how I started to really integrate stuff into my art style. Have you ever drawn Raftalia from Rising of the Shield Hero? I have no clue what that is, so no. But I'm certain it's amazing. What tool do you use to move the art like what you did for the eye? Oh, so I started with the lasso. I just took the lasso, drew around the area that I wanted to move, and then I used the move tool just to kind of move it around. To change the size, I had to hit Control T on the keyboard. So if I hit Control T, then I have a bounding box and I can make the image larger or smaller. There's a lot of keyboard functions that don't really pop up as button functions on MediBang. So it's kind of like a pre-knowledge sort of deal. I think everyone is just crying over the manga right now in My Hero. I see. I haven't read the manga in a really long I think it was like one manga that I 100% dropped was Attack on Titan because I found it like I'd read it for a really long time and then it started to get really like political and kind of boring and I was like I don't want to read this anymore. So I just dropped it. I see, thank you. No worries. Take everything off the list and draw Iroh. Iroh from oh no. The Last Airbender? The Avatar? I don't know. Unfortunately, I cannot do that, but you can draw him if you'd like. Everyone is also currently crying about the JJK manga. I see. I feel like whenever I talk to anime fans, it's like they're always just crying over something that happens within the mangas that they're reading. And you know what? Valid. I feel that. I was crying over God of War getting delayed, so that's okay. Hi, hello Michigo. Hello to everyone who's popping in. Who many? I'm not looking at the stream right now. How many is it? Oh, there's a lot of you in here. I'm looking at my reference off to the side. Airbender, yeah, Last Airbender, something like that. I am the last person alive to have not watched Avatar. I swear. Avatar nor Korra. I'm the last person alive to have not watched either. I've seen episodes, but I've never seen the full thing. Again, animation, fantastic. I think it looks great. I love the art style of Avatar, actually. I think it's really, really fluid. It's really, really fun. But again, time said no, and I don't have the time to watch it. Hey to everyone. I'm super out of manga or anime, so I have no clue what any of these characters are. You neither, and Basil? Yeah. I feel like I'm just old. Like, I'm not even that old, but like, I feel 70, but, you know, I feel like I'm just old, so I don't really watch many current anime anymore. All the more power to you if you do, though. All different interests. This leg is not correct. So hopefully you'll draw Ichigo from Bleach, because if you don't, then I will cry. Unfortunately, we do have a good, like, 8 requests already. More than 8, but I didn't have the time to write them all down. But yeah. We've kind of already gotten all the slots filled, I'm sorry. There was a lot of requests immediately, so I can only do so many. Maybe in the future we'll just have, like, a request pool right when I finish drawing a certain character. So then when I finish one, then I can request again, and then you guys can say some stuff, because that might be a little bit more organized for the future. I don't know if he's wearing full jeans or if he's just wearing... Oh, they look like they're full jeans. Okay. I can't find any full bodies of this outfit. Not I'm drawing it because it's just a little bit easier. What should I draw right now? I don't know. You gave me a lot of suggestions, Dr. Pepsi, so perhaps you should draw one of the suggestions that you gave me. I believe Goku was first. It was Rody from Carole and Tuesday. Goku was third. It was Rody, then it was Gojo, Gojo, and then it was Goku. So there was those 3 after oh, what's his name? Yuji? It might, like, depending on how fast I can do all of these, I may only be able to get to those 4. I don't know. I'm gonna, like, limit it to lines only, just because I definitely don't have the time to do color for more than, like, maybe 3 characters. We'll see. The jeans are rolled up at the bottom? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I haven't been a hard anime stan for a very long time. I'm a very casual sort of media enjoyer, other than, like, for specific video games. Goku's cool, but Ichigo more. I haven't watched Dragon Ball, or read it, nor have I watched Bleach nor read it. So, I don't know. Neither of those anime when I was younger really aligned with my interests, so like I just never grew up with them. But funny enough, Naruto did apparently. Naruto did. So that's the one that I did read. I think it was just because everyone around me was talking about Naruto, and I was like, alright, I might as well just read it. And then I ended up reading all 900 chapters, so. Yeah, everyone around me in my elementary school was very into Naruto. They really loved Naruto, and they really loved Fairy Tail. It was those two. Oh no, sorry, Naruto and Tokyo Ghoul. Those were the two that everyone in my in my like kind of like school really loved. That was the one that everybody talked about. Those two. And then when Attack on Titan was around, that one as well, but that one kind of faded out quick from interest. Sailor Moon kind of hit different though. I am a fan of the um old anime art style. I am a fan of that very city pop kind of anime art style. It do hit different. Are you drawing random anime characters? Are you drawing characters from your mind right now? I am drawing based on request. So Yuji is who won the poll, so that's what I'm starting with. Next is going to be Rody from Carole Tuesday. Then it's going to be Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen, and then it's Goku from Dragon Ball. And then we'll see after that. Just look up Bleach and your life will change. Yeah, I don't know. I never really lined with my interests. I had a friend who really liked Bleach. I don't know. Whenever I saw it, it just never really interested me. But all the more power to you if you like it. You know, just opinions. Yeah, so these are going to be very much like in my style. So it's going to be like slightly more American in some points compared to the anime. I feel like now during the pandemic, everyone is just diving even deeper into anime, which is cool to see. I got into Hunter x Hunter at the end of last year, and I was super, super into it for a really long time. It was like a curse. It was like my poor coworkers were bombarded with me talking about Hunter x Hunter. Or like every single demo that I did. It wasn't really my coworkers, it was my students that were bombarded with me drawing Hunter x Hunter for like almost every single demo. I honestly just don't have the time for brain rot like that all the time. So it's why I usually avoid watching anime or getting into new things really often. Because I only have time for one brain rot, and that is OCs. So that's what I do. That's what fills my brain all the time. This shit is a little bit off. Let's do that instead. There's no way Yuji's hair is natural. The brown has got to be dyed. Yeah, I mean, Kaminari from My Hero's hair was dyed. I know that because that was like mentioned at one point. Draw Sagi's bangs afterwards. Unfortunately, I can't. I have a bunch of requests already lined up, so all the requests have kind of already been given. But thank you for requesting anyway. Okay, but look, Bleach. Hey man, that's you sound like me when I talk about God of War. So you know what? I vibe with that. I feel that. What's one anime you wanted to see but never got around to watching? There's so many. I feel like there's a lot. Wonder Egg Priority was one. Every single time I saw it, it looked really, really interesting. Any of those like really popular anime movies, Your Name, Your Lie in April. No, Your Lie in April was a show, I think. But Your Name was one that everybody told me to watch that I just never did. Yeah, definitely Wonder Egg Priority. The last season of Agretsuko, I'd watch the other two and then just never got around to the third one. There's a lot. There's a lot. I can't name them all. Hi, sorry I'm late. That's okay. Welcome in. I know why you don't want to try Ichigo. You hate him. How dare you? I don't. I don't know anything about him. I can't draw anybody that I hate. that I don't know about. I can't hate anybody I don't know anything about. But if you want the full list of everybody who has been requested so far, it is Rody from Carole and Tuesday, Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen, Goku from Dragon Ball Z, Rengoku from Demon Slayer, Ryuk from Death Note, Ninomiya from Black Dungeon something, sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. Zenitsu from Demon Slayer, and Teen Gohan from, I'm assuming, Dragon Ball, I'm not sure. But there's a list of 8 already, and there were like another 10 after that, so I'm not sure. Have you ever watched or heard of Inland? I have not. How do you manage drawing without correction? It's painful for me. Think of it as like riding a bicycle. When you move your hand a little bit faster, your mistakes get covered up a little bit easier because you're not allowing your hand to shake. So usually it's a little bit easier to line when you move quicker. Less think, just do. Brain go brr. That's so Jessie. Ooh, Gojo. Yeah, that's him. Hello, Hazard. Welcome in. Sheesh. Yeah, Gojo was who won the poll, so that is who is starting. As who we were starting with. I figured that a Jujutsu Kaisen character would win. It was either I was going to draw Gojo first, or it was either Gojo or Gojo or Yuji. Yeah, so it was one or the other. Looks amazing, Jessie. Thank you. I just had to request Gojo because his eyes are beautiful. Yeah, I remember when those eyes were revealed and like Twitter went crazy. I was like, oh, that is a cool looking character. Thank you. I guess his pants are rolled down here. Got you. Never forget the seam lines of your clothes. It makes them look a little bit more realistic. And constantly turn off your sketch layer so you can check to see if everything on top of it looks okay. What device do I use to draw? I am using a Cintiq 13 HD, and that's my tablet for program. I'm using MediBang Paint Pro. I've been using a Cintiq for a very long time, but I recommend working with something that doesn't have a tablet to start off with. Or it doesn't have a screen. It's good to kind of train yourself to work without a screen first. Because if I ever need to work without a screen, and I do need to, coming up, then I can, because I know how. Yeah, it's easier to make a straight line when you move quick. Indeed, indeed. I don't know what his shoes look like. Does he just have sneakers? I'm not sure. There's no reference images. There's no full bodies. Is it just like these boots? Okay. Do you know how to get more brushes like the G Pen you're using? The G Pen is a default, so it's already loaded onto the program when you first use it. I have not downloaded any other brushes, but I do know how. So what you need to do is you need to make a cloud account, and then you can just download straight from MediBang's pre-made library. You can also make your own brushes. That's by just kind of creating a new one. But it's a little bit finicky, I will be honest. It's a little bit finicky compared to the other programs I've used where you can make your own brushes, so, use it with caution. These shoes make no sense. I'm sorry. What is happening here? I don't... Where are these? What? Hang on. Let me look at this again. This is a bit strange. What? Alright. These make no sense, but okay. I love the fashion in anime. Just a lot of it makes no sense. But I do appreciate Full Metal Alchemist for making fun of that. That's one of my favorite anime. I mean, I've read the manga. I didn't finish the anime, but Full Metal Alchemist, very good. It's just a red, I think. Yeah, they look like they're red. Use your imagination. Yeah, really right. I was just about to before I found this single reference. What are some of my favorite openings in anime? I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't listen to many anime openings. I'm very picky about what music I listen to. I'm picky, but like I'll listen to anything. It just has to sound good. So anime openings never really rang with me. One that I loved to listen to when I was younger was... Okay, don't hate me for watching this when I was younger. So when I was younger, I watched a lot of Black Butler. I really loved the opening for Black Butler's Book of Circus. I just really liked the sound of that one. It sounded great. Because it just sounded like an anime, like a J-rock song. Honestly, I think that's about it. I never really listened to many anime openings. I never really loved any. It was like... I don't know. I didn't really listen to many. But yeah, I guess that's the only one that I really listened to. Was that one from Black Butler. These shoes make no sense, buddy. Whatever, it's okay. It's whatever. Can I import an image to my canvas? I don't want to use reference window. Yeah, you can just copy paste it from Google. Oh, I forgot to save this file. Let's do that real quick. This is stream 27. Oh my god, it's already 4:26? Okay, let's move faster then. So that's about the max that I'm gonna do for a character. Alright, who was next? It was... Rody from Carole and Tuesday. Oh, she's simple enough. They're simple enough. Unable to 100% tell the gender. That's okay. There aren't many gender-neutral characters in anime. That's fine. They're simple enough. Okay. I like their hair. I can't draw the body or flipping hands. We do have a past stream where we did anatomy, so if you'd like to check that out, that's there. There, Jessie. I like pizza, but that's not the point. When I use my pen and when I press hardest, the pen is like bigger, but it doesn't work. What should I do? Help. You may have pen pressure turned off, so you may need to change that. So it does depend on the brush you're using, and it does depend on your settings of your tablet. So you may need to just check that. Came in late. Who's she drawing? Sorry, lol. Right now it is Rody from Carole and Tuesday. But yeah, it all takes practice. It all takes practice. So just keep working at it, and I'm certain you'll get it eventually. It took me a very long time to get used to hands. So, don't worry. Let me actually read about this character for a second. Oh, there's a full body. Let's go. That's what I like to see. Full body references. Age 17. He. Okay. He, him. Got you. I love his hair. Oh my god, who does he remind me of? It's like the... He reminds me of a Pokemon character, and I don't remember which one. No, I missed so much of the video because of school. Don't worry, you can always play it back. We already kind of went through Yuji, Itadori. I should actually write the name of next to. Let's see here what colors is. Let's grab that. What are you doing now? This is Rody from Carole and Tuesday. He reminds me of Slowpoke, lol. I'm thinking more of like, I think there's a gym leader that looks like this. It's either a gym leader or one of the professors. I have to go to my next period here soon, but I just wanted to drop by. Okay, that's all good. Glad you could pop in. Oh, his hair kind of goes like that. Got you. Well, he's very straight-laced. Let's keep that body type then. As I slowly try to improve drawing people in different body types. I always default to people being very, very, like, round. Like, very, like, curvy. It's like, I have to, like, stop that. Who's this guy or gal from? He is from Carole and Tuesday. Carole and Tuesday. I believe it's a Netflix anime, if I remember correctly. I believe it's like a Netflix exclusive. His name is Rody. R-O-D-D-Y. Trying to get like an impression of his character through the design. Right? I don't know anything about him, but hopefully this is okay. This jean jacket. Love the fashion. Yeah, I remember Carole and Tuesday got a lot of traction on Twitter for a while. I don't 100% remember why. Some animu. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yeah, I heard that Carole and Tuesday was really good, so perhaps one day I will watch it. I think that was another one that was on my list where I was like, oh, I should probably watch this one, and I just didn't. My name Rody, but not Roddy. I see. Well then, welcome in, Brody. Yeah, I'm trying to get these done kind of fast just because I want to do more than just 4 characters, but we'll see where I can go with this. The good thing is that this character has a very standard fashion that I know how to do off the top of my head, so that makes it a little bit easier. Oops. How are you, Jessie, and how is everyone? I am doing okay. Soft and feral. I hope you're doing well as well. I have no clue who this character is, but I already adore him. Me too. A few months ago, I couldn't draw bodies at all, but I practiced for about 3 hours a day for about a month, and now I can do it semi-consistently. That's good. I've grown up drawing characters. I grew up drawing people. I grew up drawing animals and stuff like that. Mostly characters, like people, right? So I've gotten very used to drawing human figures. I've noticed that in anime movies, the animation is amazing, but the voice syncing is terrible. It just depends on what language. Like, some people don't like the dubs. Some people prefer subs over dubs. It's to each their own, you know. Personally, I am a subs over dubs person. I usually prefer the subtitles, just reading subtitles over watching it in English. But to each their own, right? My brother prefers watching it in English just because it's easier. But, you know, some dubs are really good. Some of them are really, really good. What's one that was really good? The one for Japan Sings 2020 was actually pretty good. All the dubs that I like, I don't think I can talk about. That's okay. 434. Okay, let's zoom. Let's zoom, let's zoom. Pick up my sonic speed. I'm cleaning it up just a little bit too much. I don't know how this hair works. How strange. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go with what I see. Is his hair tied up in the back? That's cute. I could only draw bust type drawings before. Not too sure what that means, but I hope that but I'm glad that you have a range. It's painful to watch a dub, but I have to because I can't read that fast. That's valid, yeah. I'm a very fast reader. I'm fast with a lot of things because my brain constantly goes zoom, so like I can read dubs pretty quick, but that's all right. Summary for people who are interested in watching Carole Tuesday. Story that follows 2 girls, Tuesday and Carole. They progress through their music career. Takes place on Mars. Incredible! I'm alright. Thank you for asking. Glad you're doing okay. Thank you. Looks amazing, Jessie. Thank you. I'm adding extra hair strands just because I feel like it. Everything looks better with a few extra hair strands. His neck is really long. I also want a long neck. Also talks about certain things like how toxic the music industry is and leads to more serious topics. Fun. Hi. Got Genshin Impact ad for the live stream. Lol, fitting for the theme. Yeah. It's also based off of, you know, what your preferences are, so. Oh, like shoulders not bust drawings. B-U-S-T. Bust drawings. Got you. Yeah. Can I draw Tegera from Anime Demon Slayer? We've already got a really large queue of things, unfortunately. There are like a good 2 Demon Slayer characters, so hopefully we can get to them, but I am trying to zoom by with these so we can get to as many as possible. I knew there was going to be a lot of requests, so I was debating with myself which which style I should go for this stream. So lines only it is. Messy lines only it is. I'm not going to go with anything too clinical today. Oh, that's a tangent. Let's fix that. Brain zoomies, yeah. Hi, your art's amazing. Thank you. It's my favorite anime, yeah. Brain zoomies, brain zoomies. Highly recommend this anime. Watch it twice. I kind of want to watch it for a third time. I could never rewatch anything. Unless if I love what I'm watching, like, to bits, I never rewatch stuff. That's why the only things that I've ever rewatched really are, like, movies. It's like, I've rewatched Kubo and the Two Strings a couple times, but I've rewatched like a bajillion Ghibli movies over and over and over. But yeah, I've never had the patience to sit down and rewatch an anime. Funny, yeah. Shading tips, I watched the vid, but I got discombobulated. That's valid. Shading is tricky. There's a whole lighting stream as well, so that one I go a little bit more in depth with it. I hope you can draw Nezuko. That one actually she wasn't actually requested. Who's been requested was, oh my god, there goes my sticky notes. Wait. Who was requested was Rengoku and Zenitsu. So both of them were requested, but Rengoku was 4th after, or no, it was this character, then Gojo, then Goku, then Rengoku. Wow. Those are 2 close names. But, we'll see how fast I can finish the other ones. Hopefully quick enough. Though I may struggle with Goku. Remember me, guys. I remember you. Looks amazing. Thank you. I love Kubo. It's underappreciated. Absolutely. The animation in Kubo. I follow Studio Leica on Instagram. So good. I love watching their progress and stuff. It's like, it's so amazing. They have a whole new slew of Kubo animations for the Olympics. I think that's really cute. I don't know if anyone watched Carnival, but that art style Chef's Kiss. I have not. Carnival with a K. I'm 11 and sound like a 2-year-old. I'm starting off my job by doing digital art. Valid. I speak like I'm 5 years younger than I actually am, so that's okay. Chat is speed today. Yeah, it is. I can't respond to everything anymore. It's different when you can actually see the chat. True. It do hit different. Everybody hit different. Okay, this one didn't take too long, so luckily I can probably move on to the next character speedily enough. Let's fix this. This is a little too low down. Up here, maybe. There we go. I have to go now. Bye. Bye! Thanks for joining. Nezuko and her brother. I don't think I can take any more requests, unfortunately. Whatever is on the list right now is what's on the list. And I may not be able to, add on anymore. I actually, no, I'm certain I can't add on anymore. I may be able to get a max of 86 done. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Reply, please. What am I replying to? I don't know. Tanjiro and Nezuko? I don't know. Again, I can't really take any more requests. I am drawing what is already there, y'all. I am one human being and I can only draw so fast. I know that I am speedy, but man. I'm only gonna be on here for 2 hours, guys, so I can't really draw as many as has been requested. There have been a good maybe 30 or so requests already, and obviously I can't do all of those within 2 hours, so. But if anything, if you're drawing along, feel free to draw with me and draw your own favorite characters. Love your portrayal of Rody. Thank you. Jessie, have you seen Scooby-Doo Moon Monster Madness? That animation is incredible. I have not. I haven't watched anything Scooby-Doo related in so long. This is Rody. Okay. Who was next? It was Gojo. Got you. Let's look this up. Drawing Vaporeon's probably my best drawing yet. I love Vaporeon. That's a good evolution. Jessie, I thought you had 4 arms. What do you mean? Man, I wish. Gojo. Let's see here. Sadly, I'm considered legally handicapped for the next 24 hours. That's all good. I'm not legally handicapped, but I feel like I'm on my way. Oh, full body. Let's go. That's what I like to see. Full body reference. Oh, it's so low res, though. Oh, that's a higher res one. Let's go. Okay, wait, I gotta stand up for a second. Okay. I gotta stand every once in a while, guys. Just letting you know, if I ever kind of stop drawing for a bit, it's because I have to stand. I'm trying to draw everybody in different poses. Because it just makes everything a little bit more interesting. Greatest movie, Rise of the Guardians, an epic choice. Excellent choice. The Omnitrix must have not worked. Yes, I'm bringing it up again. Good. Are you gonna draw him without his blindfold? I'll have it like half off, so he's kind of like lifting it a little bit. Russian Santa and Jack Frost. Mostly Jack Frost. Yes. Jack Frost was my whole childhood. This is the only Jack Frost that matters. The one that was voiced by Chris Pine in Rise of the Guardians. That's the only Jack Frost that matters. Just saying. Australian Easter Bunny, voiced by Hugh Jackman. Yes, another excellent choice. With boomerangs. What's the villain? Yeah. Pitch. 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 Yeah, that was a good one. Voiced by Jude Law. Okay. Yeah, Rise of the Guardians was a good time. Rise of the Guardians is a good time. I think I've seen that movie a good, like, Oh no, who knows? I was obsessed when I was younger. Let's see, how many people are in right now? Ooh, still quite a few of you. In the chat, of course. Quite active. This outfit is ridiculous. I mean, to be fair, most of the outfits within anime are ridiculous, but... Floaty Gojo, they're all kind of floating in whatever space, whatever void I have decided to draw them in. That hand doesn't make sense. Let's fix that. Looks amazing. Thank you. This should be higher. Let's plan this out real quick. I've been told that if I were to watch JJK, I would really like Yuji, because he's kind of like one of my favorite character tropes. Which is like dumb sunshine boy. Astral plane, yes. You know you're extra invested when you watch something in English a multitude of times and with subs in different languages. Oh my, yeah, that's pretty invested. I don't think I've ever been that invested in anything. Had an anime idea I sent to Toy Animations 2 years ago. I think it got rejected. That's okay. You'll get there eventually. TBH, if my school had uniforms like the one in JJK, I would rather wear an actual trash bag. LOL. I feel like this is just what... I don't know, actually. I've never been in a school that wears uniforms, so I don't know anything about them. This pose might be a bit too difficult in terms of the time that I want to spend on it. Oh well, suppose we'll just... I guess I'm making up for the time that I spent on Rody, because he was really quick to do. Who's got the time to do that? Don't be dissing the fashion of a trash bag. True. Jesse, have you seen the teaser trailers for Stranger Things Season 4? There's a new one out on Stranger Things on the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, no, I've seen it already. A bunch of my other friends like sent them immediately when I saw them. I like Stranger Things. I'm not a super fan of it, but I do quite like it. Like, I've never got obsessed like other people did. Our school just makes us wear shirts, brown skirts, and ties. Yeah. I was able to just wear whatever I wanted. I never had a uniform. I had friends who had to wear uniforms, though. I'm sad of going to a different school. I love my art teacher. Yeah, it happens, you know. Sometimes you just gotta move on. I love my art teacher in high school too, but I had to graduate high school, so I had to move on. But you'll probably make new friends, and meet new teachers. Fashion of a trash bag. You can make fashion out of anything if you believe hard enough, to be fair. feel like Stranger Things gets repetitive. A lot of people think that, yeah. A lot of people thought that the third season was very, very repetitive compared to the other two. I didn't mind it. I just like the neon aesthetic a lot. Like, they added in a lot of neons. Apparently the fourth season's supposed to flip its lid, so we'll see what happens, I suppose. Now, normally I would be checking my, flipping my canvas more, but I am trying to move a bit quicker. My art teacher is also my homeroom teacher. She's the best. That's sick. No, I'm going to junior high. Ah, I see. Do you have any vids on hair types and drawing all the different textures and styles? We do have a vid on anime hairstyles, like for women and men, but they do kind of stick with the same hair texture, so no, unfortunately. Yeah, no, unfortunately. Because the hair one that we have currently is very much just like the smooth, kind of soft anime hair, so not hair of different ethnicities. But if it's requested enough, we can definitely think about making one. As with most shows that stretch out, yeah, valid. I have to wear uniforms. My school is starting to in a few days. Ah, I see. Yeah, I remember back in elementary school, our teachers, they introduced us to um, our debate unit by telling us, by lying to us and saying like, hey, the school's going to start wearing uniforms. But we need your opinions. It's like, do you think this is a good idea or a bad idea? And the majority of us thought it was a bad idea, and we all had to debated with the teacher about why it was terrible. It was a terrible idea and why all of us hated it. And then they were like, actually, we're lying. And to be honest, it's like, you're not actually gonna have to wear uniforms. But hey, it's your debate unit. And we were all like, we were all so mad. Gojo making that face is something I didn't know I needed. Valid. I feel like the single tongue, like this tongue sticking out, is like a very default expression of mine. That's one that I kind of default to a lot. I think I made his hair a little too intense. Let's fix that. There's no liquefy in MediBang, so allow me to... Oh, that's the wrong tool. LOL. That's the right tool. Let's just fix this a little bit. Yeah, this pose is maybe just a little too tricky for the time allotted that I wanted to do. Oh, well, so be it. So be it. Yeah, I definitely do have a lot more Western influence in my art compared to like the actual anime art style. Though it is definitely, I have both in terms of what inspires my work. Something so satisfying about sketches, and you get an existential crisis debating whether to color it or not. Yeah, I'm keeping them all black and white. They prepped your debating skills for the real world. True. To debate with Twitter stands. I don't know. To debate with intense people. Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen fan is basically who can make him look better than before. Valid. I don't know. I'm just drawing him based off of my first instincts. I've seen a lot of JJK fan art though, so he's always kind of portrayed as someone who's a little more goofy. In a lot of the fan art, though I know that fan art tends to exaggerate characters a lot, so I know, because I am guilty of this. Fanon is different than canon, so he could be a lot more boring than what most people are letting on, but I don't know. I don't know. You know, this is the first time one of my favorite YouTubers saw me in the chat. Thank you. Of course. You're not wrong. Hello, welcome in. I need to rewatch line art and anatomy live streams. Valid, valid. I love line art. Line art's one of my favorite things ever. I feel like I grew up doing a lot of line art, so then I started to get really used to it as I got older, like switching from medium to medium. Oh, I definitely made his torso too long. Let's fix that. Did I? Maybe it's just because his shoulders raised a little bit. Okay, let me fix this. Let's do this real quick. Oh, that feels better. Okay. Cool. Random Q, have you ever been to Norway or Sweden? I have not. I've been to neither, but I would love to visit different places in the world someday. This absolutely fits his personality, though. I'm glad. I don't know anything about his personality, so hopefully it works. Sometimes fanon is better than canon, just saying, because the show could be a real dumpster fire. Yeah, absolutely. I find that usually fanon just takes it a little bit too far sometimes, and then they like create like a reality for themselves that doesn't exist, and then they get disappointed when that reality that they created doesn't happen because they set different expectations than what the show actually set out to do. So it's like it gets kind of messy in that regard. Oh my god, I'm still wearing. I have a mirror across from me. I completely forgot. Okay, so I got a pair of cosplay horns. I completely forgot that I was still wearing them. So I'm wearing horns, I guess. They put most of the budget in Gojo's eyes. Valid. Oh, that hand is too large. Let's make that smaller. Oh my god, I'm spending so long on him. Okay, we're almost done. Hey Jessie, shout out to Brazil. Yeah, let's go Brazil. Jessie can't wait to see it done. I mean, it's almost done. He's just got one leg left. Look at all them folds. Don't overdraw your folds. Usually they're nicer if you just kind of draw a few and then like leave the rest up to imagination. Or like let your color rely on your color to show the folds instead of drawing them all in there. It's usually nicer if you leave some of them alone. If you draw them all in there, it's gonna get way too busy. Oops. Too long. Okay. Okay. Oh, I need to make this canvas bigger. LOL. Let me do that real quick. Let's change the canvas size. Let's make the width. Oh wait, let's move everything to the middle first. And then let's change the canvas width. Yeah, let's go 3800. Let's make the height double. Cool. All right. I got yelled at by someone because I pointed out that their headcanon wasn't canon. Yeah. Some people like to have headcanons, right? I think headcanons are great. It means you're really into a series, but you do have to acknowledge that it's probably not canon. You know, it's not real, but you know. Feature on mid-time. Yeah, I know it's mid-time. That's what I am starting with. Oh my goodness. So, it's top of the hour, so you know what that means. We're going to talk a bit about the studios if you did not know. We are not just, you know, a channel. We are also an art school, so if you'd like to check out our website, feel free to do so in the links down below, but they're also going to be posted in the chat. We have classes that are available, so how they're different from these live streams is that you're going to be able to get critique on your own artwork, and you're also going to be able to share your work with other students, maximum of 10, and our amazing teachers will keep you accountable and cheer you on and give you feedback. I am one of them. There are also other lovely instructors that are here at the studio who are probably way better than I am. Who are way better than I am. So be sure to check all of those out. And we also have a Patreon. So on our Patreon, you can get my working files. You can get behind the scenes stuff. So this file that you see in front of you will be available on Patreon with my layers. So be sure to check them there as well. There's also other files I have already uploaded there and behind the scenes content, so you can check out what we do at the studio, and you can support us for as low as $2 a month. So be sure to help us there, and support the continuation of free and good arts education. But if you'd like this file just as a JPEG or anything like that, be sure to check out our socials, where you can check out our Discord and our Instagram and our Facebook. Discord and Instagram. Discord especially, you'll get early access to a lot of things, including a giveaway that's happening very soon. So be sure to join the Discord if you'd like notifications on that before our YouTube community. But keep a close eye out on our channel if you'd like to learn more about the giveaway that is coming up. All right. Oh, good idea, me. Just stand up during that whole promo so then you can give yourself a bit of time to stretch for a second because my arm's hurting a little bit. Okay. Roddy no see. No, Roddy's from a different anime. Do you have a video on foreshortening? Also, you're doing great. Thank you. We don't have a video on foreshortening. I've taught quite a few foreshortening lessons. My poor figure drawing students, Aaron being one, had to do a lot of foreshortening this week. But foreshortening is one of my favorite things to draw. So we'll see if there's enough interest in it. Yeah, absolutely. So I don't delve too much with the fandom and just kind of have a realistic standpoint. Valid. For 100%. Knowing that it goes back to the actual creators. Yeah, definitely, right? It's like you kind of have to know the difference between what's real and what's not with your anime. It's so totally cool to have headcanon. It's totally cool to, really be engaged with a fandom, but you just have to be careful, that you're not overstepping your boundaries. A lot of fandoms don't know those boundaries, so that's why they get really scary sometimes. Time, gotta go. All right, that's okay. Thanks so much for joining. Hydrate and stretch, yeah. Stretch, yes. Hydrate, I don't. I actually don't have water near me, so I should probably get that at some point. But who am I doing now? Oh, it's Goku. Okay, let's see here. I'm probably gonna struggle with Goku. I apologize, because I'm pretty certain that all of you know what Goku looks like. I am not good at the Dragon Ball Z style, but I will attempt this. I do like muscles, but these muscles are wild. I don't know how well I can do this. Also, I'm not good at making characters look very traditionally anime cool. We'll see how I do. Me puppy break from drawing. Puppy break! Love that. How do I draw this dude from the side? Does he have any profiles? Not really. There's this one. Lots of people draw Goku. There's like, no way. There we go. That's a profile. Yeah, again, Dragon Ball was another anime that I saw everywhere, but it never really aligned with my interests, so I just never bothered watching it. He has a sharp jawline, but a very small shape of the head, which is fascinating, because usually you wouldn't do that for older characters. I don't really know how to draw him, so... Yeah, I'm not good at this stuff. Sorry if I constantly kind of like stop in the middle of me drawing this, because I have to go back between references and whatnot. These eyebrows are so intense. Nope, that's not correct. No. Okay, wait. Let's see here. You don't need to do it the Dragon Ball Z style, just do it in your style. Yeah, I'm just trying to adapt it. That's all. It's like I'm not very good at the adaptation portion, so I'm just like, how does he look normally and whatnot? Because he still needs a ring similarly to the original, but I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Yeah, this one I'm going to struggle with. I'm going to sleep. Okay. Thanks so much for joining. Yeah, it's like, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys when I'm struggling. 100%. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to use my own, the way that I shape eyes. Question, when did I start drawing? I started drawing, I was born from my mother with a pencil in hand. So the second that I came out of her from in the hospital, I was born, it was a medical miracle. I had a pencil in my hand and the doctors instantly gave me a sketch pad and they were like, wow, incredible. She's already drawing things at the, I'm kidding. I have been drawing my whole life though. I grew up surrounded by artists, so my dad is a photographer, my mother really loves to sing. I have a lot of relatives who are also within the creative arts, so it's like my whole life I have been surrounded just by art. So my whole life I have been drawing. But I really started taking art seriously when I was maybe 13-ish, something like that. Does his hair switch? Please tell me his hair switches, because I started drawing him from this angle. Okay, epic, it does. But yeah, I started taking art seriously, more seriously maybe when I was 13. Before that, I was all just like, kind of drew whatever I wanted. I still mostly just draw whatever I want, but because it's fun. But now I take commissions and I have actual, I have a webtoon to keep up with and stuff like that, which I need to schedule today actually, because I completely forgot to do that. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a struggle. But yeah, I've been drawing for a very long time. I started digital art though when I was 13, so I have not been doing digital art for quite as long as just drawing in general. My anime backstory. My G really out here with these intense muscles, but I don't really. His face shape doesn't match the original body type, which is like throwing me off. If you didn't know, for most of high school, I practiced muscles. So for like all of high school, I mostly drew muscular people. If there's anybody who's from the Wayne Canvas studio here, like when it was back in live in person, they know that I would draw a lot of just muscular things on the tables, just because I thought it was funny. But I draw just a lot of muscular memes because I thought they were funny. But regardless, how does he cross his arms? Sorry, my brain going in like 7 different directions at once. But like, how does he cross his arms? Do you ever think about that? Like, I know that there's images of it, and like his arms are probably a lot less beefy than the way that I'm drawing them right now. But like, regardless. Anyway, I've been drawing muscles for a long time. There's my brain as it goes in 7 different directions at once. Oh yeah, I'm gonna struggle. Okay, yeah, I am flipping the canvas. This makes no sense to me. Let's see here. Oh, yikes. Alright, let's fix that. This is too far forward. Okay, let's just... let's try this again. Kind of looks like JoJo Season 1. I don't know anything about JoJo. Alright, let's all remember that we have our own opinions here. Okay? I am not interested in JoJo at all. I'm not a huge fan of the art style. Again, all opinions, we can agree to disagree. I just, every single time that I see JoJo, I'm like, I don't want to watch that. But to each their own, to each their own. If you love JoJo, then go for it. You know, it's all you, right? But we all have our own opinions here. But valid. I am not good in the original Dragon Ball style. For the sake of time, I may just draw him waist up only. Yeah, sake of time, I'm probably just gonna do waist up because it's a little bit faster to do him that way. Maybe. Yeah, because I want to get at least another 2-ish in. Okay, that's a little bit better. Even though I'm still not really happy with this, but it's okay, so I'll live with it. I finally found someone who agrees on JoJo, yeah! I don't know if it was me, but the head looked small. Size looked small before, then again, I'm not great with anatomy. Oh no, this whole thing is off. Especially with, like, anime, the heads and the eyes tend to be a little bit larger than proper proportions are. In this case, the muscles are very, very strongly pronounced. And I'm not great with making muscles really strongly pronounced. Usually I like to draw the muscles in, obviously, but like I don't really strongly pronounce them or anything. But yeah, 100%. This is super off. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I'm just kind of living with it because I'm on a clock and I don't want to spend forever on one thing or another thing. Also, these folds, dude. I once tried to start watching JoJo, but I couldn't continue. Valid. Jessie, he'll probably end the stream and fix the Goku. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna leave this one. Sometimes it's like I'll start something and you can kind of tell when I'm just like, yeah, okay. If I'm really into it, I'll fix it, but most of the time I'll just leave it. I know when to stop. Yeah, the head seems small, and it's like because his head shape is small. It's amazing, Jessie did a great job with the Dragon Ball Z style. I feel like I just kind of adapted this into my own art style. I stopped caring. I was just like, yeah, okay. It's like I can adapt this, perhaps. It's still pretty off, but whatever. I am living with it. They're there, but just for it to be seen. Like, yes, you got muscles, but that's it. We see you are capable of breaking walls. I see. Just listening to you reminds me of my childhood just of trying to draw Goku. I see. Just listening to my struggle is like reminding you like your struggle when you were a kid. I understand. I feel like again this is just a shared experience then of the struggle of trying to draw Goku. Very similar to how I used to draw Ash Ketchum's hair when I was a kid. protagonist, you just don't know when to stop. I know when to stop. I know when to stop drawing. Sometimes it's just like, I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah. Sometimes things just aren't worth it, y'all. You just leave. It's like, okay, sure. You're so good. Thank you. Back in my day. I'm getting old, guys. I'm not even that old. I'm getting old. I keep saying that because I feel older than I am. You know what I mean? Not in like the haha, my brain old. I mean, like I physically feel older, guys. Like my body is breaking. I'm dying. I have the bones of a 70-year-old woman. Usually light your work with a G pen, right? Yes, in MediBang I usually use a G pen. In Photoshop I usually use Kyle's edge brush from the manga set, and then in Clip Studio I just use the default pen. So it changes depending on the program I'm using. Oh, he's got like an extra sleeve here. Can't wait to see this done. Thank you. He's almost done. I'm really starting to like messy lines, so it's like I'm not really cleaning it up that much. Just enough so you don't really see the diagram lines anymore. Yeah, because they really like to like really pronounce these out, which is like not usually how I do it. That's too low. 100% too low. Let's raise that back up there. This is actually too far over. This should be more like that. This should be higher up then. If we're to match the outfit on both sides, then it should be more so like I'm looking at it over here, shoulder up here. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. Sometimes it just takes turning off the sketch layer and doing it without one. Fellow mentally 5-year-old, but Rody breaking like 80-year-old. I feel like I'm mentally the age that I'm supposed to be. It's just the body. Just my body is not where it's much older than it should be. I'm still not used to the G pen because it's sharp, if that makes sense, but I like the feel it gives. Yeah, I'm a very sharp liner. I really love my extra sharp lines. Like, I remember starting with MediBang, and I'm like, why is everything here so much sharper than Photoshop is, right? And it was because I was still using the hard round in Photoshop and not using, like, any specific lining brushes. And then I finally switched to a lining brush, and I'm like, oh, well, that's easier. That looks nicer. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm gonna do for Goku. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for Goku. As I continue to adjust him. Who's next? Who's next? It was Rengoku from Demon Slayer, I believe. Rengoku. No, I don't need a GIF. I just need him. There we go. I know this character. I have an online friend who loves this character. Again, I am one of the last human beings alive to have never watched Demon Slayer. Okay, let's fix this sizing here because need to move these a little bit. Just so then they're out of the way. Okay, let's see here. Literally an epiphany, yeah, honestly. Okay. 520. Okay, I can probably get another 2 done. We'll see, we'll see. So I'm probably gonna finish off with Rengoku and Ryuk if I can get to Ryuk. I haven't watched it either, 2 of you. Okay, good. It's like I always feel like I'm the last person who hasn't watched it because it's like everybody around me is like, "Oh my god, it's so good," and I'm like, "I've never watched it. I'm sorry." Though I am certain it's good because it's won a bunch of awards, and I do like this art style. I think it's really cute. Nezuko was on the poll. I think she came in 3rd, if I remember correctly. It was Killua after Yuji, which I think is fascinating. Because I was certain that the My Hero character would have won for a little while. It was either My Hero or it was either gonna be the My Hero or Yuji. Time just doesn't exist. Yeah, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, guys. It's like it. I feel like it's a social construct. You know, it's like I'd rather that time just like doesn't exist. If I don't believe that it exists, it's clearly not true. Okay, time to sit back down. I need a standing desk. He got winged eyeliner though. These eyebrows. Sorry, I just noticed those eyebrows. What? Me. I wish. These are so intense. Was it Todoroki or Deku? No. If I see it doesn't exist, yeah. No, it was Froppy. It was Suyu. Because I wanted women in there too, right? Notice how everybody who's been requested has been a man, or there's like, or like I believe it's mostly men that have been requested. But I wanted women in there too. So the 2 women that I put in there were Nezuko and Suyu from My Hero. So Froppy. I would have done Uraruka, but like I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of her. So like so I was like, it's like I didn't want to put her on the poll. Yo, I'm back. Welcome back. That expression. Yeah, isn't he kind of goofy? I feel like he's kind of goofy too, because that's all I see about the fan art. Oh my god, this hair. What? Okay, wait. Alright, based on this hair alone, Rengoku might be my last one. I got you, yeah. Oops. I've been drawing for 1 hour now, and it's been 70. Been a 75 cleared. I'm mad now. I'm not too certain what that means, but I hope you feel better. I bought the manga to read because I don't have time to watch the anime. I read the manga like digitally, so I was like reading that for a little while. I kind of dropped it just because it lost my interest. I wasn't like super into My Hero. It's not bad. It wasn't anything that like I thought was like amazing, so I just kind of dropped it. Yeah, Rengoku might be the last one. He's quite complex, so we'll see what happens. Again, trying to do a different pose every single time, so they slowly start to get a little bit more intense. I'm too invested in Teku to branch out to the others. Valid. Everybody's got a favorite. I don't know. I never felt that I was too invested with anyone in My Hero. I thought that like if I had to choose a favorite, I think I would choose oh my god, I can't remember his name. Red hair, spiky boy. That's the one that I like. Like if I had to choose a favorite, it'd be him. My brain keeps telling me Kaminari, but I know that's not him. I think that's yeah, that's Denki, the lightning boy, but he's not my favorite. My favorite, if I had to choose, would be the red spiky boy. But regardless, like I wasn't super invested in any of them. Let's see here. How do I make sense of this outfit? There's the cape. This thing. He really Guy Fieri up in here. He's really committing to these flames. But I do like drawing capes just for the flowing fabric. The debate in your brain. I need this debate. It's how I figure out stuff. Looks amazing. Thank you. I actually had this pose is a lot of fun. I should probably draw this pose again. I love poses. I love poses and expressions. I feel like those are two of my favorite things when it comes to drawing people. I like how they slowly got larger as I started to draw more of them. You know, he flexing. Always think of the curves of your body while you're drawing a person, right? Think of the body as a large group of cylinders, right? How is the body going to curve depending on what angle you're looking at it in, right? So your folds will follow that curve. The elements of the outfit are going to follow that curve, right? That same deal, right? How is that curve going to work throughout the entire body? And of course, the curves will change depending on what angle you're looking at, depending on where on the body you're looking at, right? So if I'm kind of analyzing this right now, right, this pose has a lot of curves that are going upward right here right now. It kind of slowly switches as it goes back to the leg, right? So always think about your curves when you're drawing like bodies and whatnot. Oh, I did this wrong. Oopsie doopsie. My bad. Let's fix that. He has socks. He's got flame socks. He got wild. Keeps you on your toes because no one argues better with you than yourself. Can I call you Teach? Some people do. I think it's always strange when people call me teacher or they call me Miss Jessie. Just call me Jessie. It's a little bit easier that way. Teach feels too formal. I don't like formalities. That's why I always feel like they're stiff when I'm drawing. Yeah, think of your forms. You always want to think of forms. Forms and weighting. And weighting takes a lot of nuance, and it's a bit hard to get used to, but it makes your work just look like 20 times better. I don't really know how to teach weighting. It's just something that I kind of get used to. Even then, I still don't think I'm amazing at it. But I'm quite good at visualizing poses in my brain. So I never... Sometimes I use reference, but a lot of the times I don't, which is not a good practice. So please use your references. Oh, I might be able to fit Ryuk in here. Maybe I'll, instead of Ryuk, I may switch to a simpler one that's on here. Though none of these seem simple. Ms. J? Just call me Jessie, dude. And not Mrs. J, because I am not married nor am I dating. So... I have another, like, I have some students who will call me, like, Miss Jessie, and I'm like, dude, just call me Jessie. It's like my full name is Jessica, right? It's not Jessie, it's Jessica, right? But Jessie's like my studio nickname. But now I use Jessie for like all work related things, right? So anything that's like quote unquote work related, right? So whenever anybody calls me Jessica, it sounds super formal, and I'm like, oh my god, we've never met, have we? 100%. Thanks for the tip, of course. Glad I could help. 3D forms are your favorite thing. I drilled that into my figure drawing students this week. Aaron will never be able to forget about drawing with forms. Who's this guy from? This is Rengoku from Demon Slayer. I gotta go, but this is awesome and informative. Have a great rest of the day and stream. Thank you for joining. Glad you could make it. At least you don't call yourself that art teacher. I don't know, man. I just say like, yeah, I teach, I guess. If you know, you know. Apparently I don't know, because I'm not too sure what you're referencing, but I'm glad that apparently I don't call myself that art teacher. Is Pokemon considered an anime, or is that blasphemy? I say that it's an anime because, you know, it was made in Japan, so if it was made in Japan, it's considered an anime to me. Yeah, you can tell I'm having fun with this pose because now I'm having a little bit too much fun with the extra details. The longer amount of time I spend on something, the more fun you know I'm having with it. That's always a good indicator. Make sure you draw your teeth like bars, right? If you draw them like this, and remember that they're connected back here. So if your jaw is opened, then they'll kind of stay back here. It's like you're lowering one and closing the other. Right? So think of them as bars. Think of your teeth as bars. Don't just draw them as like two straight white lines. Actually curve them. That vegan teacher. Give me chills. I don't know who that is. I have no clue who that is. To each their own, to each their own. Yeah, he really out here with this winged eyeliner. Better than mine. That's a little cross-eyed. Let's fix that. This should be more like... Yeah, okay, yeah, I got it right on the first try then. Okay. And these eyebrows are they're so much. They're so much. What is this? I kind of love them, not gonna lie. Like, what is happening here? That's definitely uneven. This needs to be smaller. This whole face is 100% off. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna bother. I'll just leave it. It's okay. There's not enough time to try and really fix it. Okay. Yeah, this hair is a lot. This is... it looks like a lion's mane. Like he's got like a lion's mane. Ah, I see, Dr. Pepsi. I understand. Well, we're not a drama channel, so we're not going to really bring up what other content creators do, but, you know. There are certain opinions that are too spicy for me to bring up for an art channel. He's got like layered. It's like layered. It's like one layer here and then another layer here. And I'm not doing it colors, so I can't show the red at the tips, but like it's like they're firecrackers. This is so intense. Imagine having hair like that. Oops, that's a little bit too high up. Okay. Hi, it's me, 60E. Oh, hello. Welcome in. Welcome into the stream, Taiko. We've just finished up a few of them, so we've gotten Yuji, we've gotten Rody, we've gotten Gojo, and we've gotten Goku. I'm in the middle of working on Rengoku. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this pose, so... I think this is the one I've spent the most time on. Remember that everything needs to follow the curves of the body when you draw it, right? That includes the objects that are placed on top of the body, right? When we flatten out and think of the body in our curves, right, we are foreshortening. We're thinking of some kind of foreshortening, right? So if the body is curved like this, right, if we think of this as our cylinder, right, circles aren't going to lay flat like that. Buttons won't lay flat like that. They'll be as if they're on their side like this, right? So he has buttons on his shirt. I need to draw them in that direction. I'm just trying to figure out how to space them. They'll get slightly larger and less flat as they come down towards the belt. And I want to estimate there's maybe 3. Next thing you know, Jaden Animations joins. That'd be kind of sick. The pose is actually really cool, though. Thank you. I kind of started drawing it, and then I got to finish it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a fun pose. How does this belt work? There's a little notch here. Sorry, if I ever get quiet, I'm kind of concentrating, which means that I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay. A lot of clothing folds is kind of finding the tension points in the flow of the body, right? Figuring out how things are bunching, what's affecting the folds, what's affecting the fabric, what kind of fabric it is, so on and so forth, right? There's a lot to clothing folds. I've taught clothing folds a few times. I love teaching that one. There's very little that I don't like teaching, actually. But clothing folds are definitely really tricky to kind of get the hang of over time. I still don't think I'm very good at clothing folds. I think I'm like kind of subpar, but like I still feel like there's a lot that I need to learn with clothing folds, but for sure there's a lot that you kind of got to think about. Okay, stand up. Can't sit for too long. Because my leg is starting to act up again, so I gotta stand to stretch it. Yeah, sorry if I ever kind of stop. It's just me kind of getting up and moving, because doctor's orders, I can't stay sitting for too long. So, I gotta move myself a little bit. It's always good to kind of stretch when you're working, though. Always good to kind of stretch and move around. The face is bothering me. It needs to rotate. It needs to be rotated a little bit. Yeah, try to not kind of stay in one spot for too long when you're working. I like the flame of the pants. Thank you. That's just what the design is. I didn't make that. This makes my stick Pikachu look bad. I've probably had a lot more illustrating experience than you have, right? I've been professionally illustrating for a very long time. So, don't compare your work to mine, because we probably are at very, very different levels anyway. Compare yourself to your own progress, not to mine. How did I do this on the original? It's like it looks a little bit different. It's like, I may redo the face, just because now I'm kind of like looking at it again at this like a. I like the way I did the mouth, but like when it's all kind of put together, it's like it looks a little bit strange. So I may fix that because I'm pretty sure the perspective is off, so I'm gonna need to fix that. Ugh. The joys, the joys. It's always good to know how to self-evaluate as well. Follow your artistic intuition, because especially when you kind of stare at something for a while, you'll be able to, you know, kind of tell when something is off. Your artistic intuition is stronger than you think, right? If something looks off, it probably is. So that means you're just gonna have to fix it. Flowy clothes are always a little bit easier than stiff clothes for me. It's easier to follow the flow of the body, easier to follow the flow of everything. So I always find that I struggle with tight clothing because it's like there's nothing that flows that I can understand and like kind of hook onto, I guess. Oh, I forgot the LOL. Let's fix that. I forgot the other side of the cape. Sorry, again, I'm not really talking much because now I'm realizing that there's a lot that I've missed. There's a lot that I need to fix. My joys. The joys, the joys. It's been almost 2 hours. Yep, we're about 10 minutes until the end. I am going to fix the face, so I think Rengoku's going to take us to the end. Because his face is bothering me, so let me fix this. Sometimes you just gotta try again, right? You draw something, you illustrate it, and then you realize it's like, there's something off, so you just gotta retry, you know? That's just how it goes sometimes. There's no shame in just trying again, you know? Because most of the time you won't get it on the first try, and that's okay. expression across the eyes a little bit. I'm trying to fix the eyes because the eyes feel a little bit strange. I'm trying to fix it all because it's really bothering me. Sorry, I've been silent for a really long time. I think half of it is because my throat has started to hurt, but it's okay. Let's see here. Again, still kind of thinking, right? The teeth need to be aligned with each other. You'll see maybe a bit of the top of the gums here because of the way that the lip is curled upwards. But you shouldn't draw in every single tooth because if you do, it can look a little bit strange. So it's better to draw in mostly just a bar of white, like a band of white, and then have a few teeth showing. That tends to be the better choice. I feel like I'm following the expression of one of the, or this art style of one of my mutuals on Twitter. Looks cool. Thank you. Okay. I love that his eyebrows really do look like just a pair of extra like eyelashes or something. I think it's his hair too. Yeah. Facial proportions feel better though. After I adjusted them a little bit. Am I happy with this face? I keep going back and forth. I'm like, am I okay? Am I not okay? I don't know. I can't tell. I like the pose though. That I like. Oh my god, my toe. Hang on. Okay. Rengoku's face design reminds me of an owl. Mood. I'm kind of thinking more like a lion, because he's very like yellow and red. Like you can't see him. I have him over open on another screen, but like he really does look like a lion of some kind. I guess because of the yellow and red really adds to that. Also, like he's got like a mane. His hair is like so like pointy. Oh yeah, I'm definitely following the art style of one of my friends. I do need to make some areas a little bit more apparent because I want to make sure that this pose is readable. I definitely spent the longest on Rengoku. When drawing, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. Yeah, it's like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Ah, yeah, it bothers me. I only really act like this if I actually, like, really care about what I'm drawing. Like, if I ended up really liking the initial thing and then just keep moving with it. That's when I really care about what I'm doing. But, like, most of the time, it's like I can just kind of sweep it under the rug and go like, yeah, okay. When you want to make something look like it's coming closer to you, just make the lines thicker. That helps a lot. It kind of helps force perspective. Or if you want to emphasize something a little bit more, it definitely helps just to make the lines a little bit thicker. Bye. Bye. Thanks so much for joining. We're almost done. Stream's almost done. Now I'm just kind of doing final adjustments on this. Definitely not padding for time. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, thicker line work usually just makes the certain aspects of the sketch a little bit clearer, or makes certain aspects of the entire figure a little bit clearer. So just really emphasizing certain parts of a character can really help. The silhouette and readability and all that fun jazz. Okay. I think that's gonna have to do it. I think I've touched it up enough. I could do more than that, but I think I'm just gonna leave it. That's that. All right, y'all. 5 figures. All right, that's not too bad. All right, y'all. With that, though, that is going to be the end of this stream. Thank you so much for joining. Again, if you'd like to check out all the classes that we offer, be sure to check out the link to the website, which is down below, or it'll be what Nightbox says in the chat. Be sure to check out the classes that we offer. I'm one of the lovely instructors, and with our classes, you can get live critique, and live critique on your own work, and have, you know, an instructor who can tell you what you're doing, right? Can really encourage you and help you continue. I should have this up. Our feedback cycles and personal critiques, which we can give on your submitted artwork, and we have amazing teachers that will help you, keep you accountable, and cheer you on. And of course, this file that you see in front of you will be available on the Discord as a JPEG, so be sure to check that out there. So it'll be available for you to keep, save, do whatever you want with. We'll also be announcing some giveaways, or a giveaway that will be happening very soon on the site. So be sure that you join the Discord to get a quick notification about it. If not, then keep an eye on the channel. But if you'd like my files with all of their working layers and everything that I have done within them, then be sure to join our Patreon, which is where you can get my working files. You can get behind the scenes content, just what's happening at the studio. And you can support us for only $2 a month. So if you'd like to kind of support arts education and all that fun jazz, then be sure to check out our Patreon, because you know this is a free stream, but be sure to support us there as well. All right. But thank y'all for joining. Next week, big announcement. So we'll kind of show some teaser posts for that in the upcoming weeks, or the upcoming days. But yeah, thanks so much for joining, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Au revoir.